Alrighty, I got into Epiphany and I figured I would come in and record the madness that is this. Now, I was at the madhouse and somebody else told me you don't want to try to go on the first night. She basically told all of the local. And yeah, I could kind of figure out why. But I wanted to try anyways, just for the hell of it, to be able to record this. And oh my god, they just finally opened it to where we could get in. It's about 4 minutes after midnight, and they finally opened it. And when I TP'd here, it was just a mass of like us 5 people all at once trying to get in here, and we were just tangled. And there was a few other people. It is so laggy because everybody's trying to get in. This is gonna be a nightmare. At least until the sim gets full, I imagine. Okay, I don't want dogs. And then, even then, it's probably going to be just a mess. I can see this being a mess for hours. Please rest and don't crash, somebody else says. Okay, I'm playing with graphics to try to get things to res. I can't even see what's on the boards. To be honest, I'm probably going to come back in a couple of days. I was hoping that well, yeah, of course something with Marketplace is failing. People are all trying to get in here at the same time. Oh, lordy. I'm probably going to come back in a few days to actually be able to see anything. But I wouldn't be able to see if, it could work. And if, possibly get anything. I can't even see shit. Camera, res, performance tools. Okay, let me see. Just de-render. De-render. Oh wow, that actually works. Somebody, when I did one of these, said just de-render everybody. That when you go to these events, that it helps. So I figured, what the hell, I'll try it. But as you can see, I can't see a damn thing. There's too much. Just too much of everything. I mean, I'm sure it's supposed to look really nice, but I can't see. Okay, so they did it different this year. Last time there was, or well, not this year, there was avenues that were a little bit different. They were kind of straight. This time they looped it around itself. It looks like all the way out to here. Yeah. So there's an outer layer and an inner layer. Last time there was more like this inner layer, and then these little paths on the side like this would go out straight and then come back. I already have a set of roller skates. Okay, so I'm just gonna name it. The thing about, I don't know. Please help with lag by taking off everything you can part with, especially scripted items. Well, yeah, I have. And even though I unscript the hair, oh, blueberry. Okay, so mostly the big thing about Epiphany that I want to cover is, yes, this is a gotcha event. Blueberry, for one, I know, says that they don't want you to resell the items that you get, that trading is fine, but don't try to sell them. And I know a few others have that policy, but the main thing about Epiphany that I found out is if you really don't want an item and you get it in this particular gotcha event, you can trade it back in for points. And that's what they have here on this board, is their turn-in system. Like they say, ever had too many spares left over? Well, here you go. This is the deal where you basically you get the items in another box, and the box is scripted. So when you res out things, you can either decide to keep it or turn it in. And when you turn it in, it turns into points, which you can come back later and get one of the special items, depending on, you know, how many points you have and how many points they're asking for, depending on the item. Usually a lot of the items end up being 25 points, and like they have here, use your points to buy exclusives. Items from any creator, yep, 25 points for a version, yep, it's 25 points. The commons that you get in the gotchas are worth 1 point. Any rares you get are worth 3 points. So basically you have to end up with 25 extra items that you don't want. Turn them in, you know, unless you happen to get extra rares, but a lot of times people want to keep the rares. I know I've only gotten a few rares before, which I did at this particular event that I remember by Truth. They had some rare hairs, but a lot of the rares were the ones I actually didn't want. Because normally in Second Life, I go around as a redhead. And I remember doing one of these, the rares on the deal were like blondes. And I was like, I don't want to be a fucking blonde. I don't want this shit. Take it back. A lot of times when I get gotchas, I want to try to give them away to my friends, but a lot of my friends want to give me money for it, and I'm like, no, just here, you're my friend, here. But, yeah, so, yeah, I don't mind, whatever. But, with this one, you can turn them back in, which is awesome. You can go ahead and then convert them to the points, and then get whatever exclusive item there is. And, you know, pretty much everybody, I think that's the deal of Epiphany, is everybody makes an exclusive item. Sometimes, to me, the exclusive items suck. I don't know, that's just me. There's been a few times where I liked what was in the gacha rather than what was the exclusive. And I looked at it last time around, and I was like, well, that sucks. I don't want that. I'll just take one of, you know, what's in this. But yeah, the lag is horrible, and I imagine the lag will be horrible for a couple of days. If you're okay with dealing with a little bit of lag, I say wait about maybe 3 days, then try to get in at some, you know, in between time, you know, figure out when it is people are most likely to be transitioning out, which is usually like, whoa, okay. Got close up on that. And why do people go to events looking like that? That's, I know it's a moderate sim, but still. Okay. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, try to find a time to go to these that, like I said, they're like a transition time. I've usually chosen, you know, dinner time, for example, for most people, depending on your region. And a lot of times when I pick that, when people are, you know, when the majority of people are getting away from the computer because they're going like, okay, I have to do this, or like, I have to make dinner, or, you know, I have to go work now. So you choose an early morning time or a dinner time, or, you know, sometimes I come here at these events at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Or 3 o'clock SL, because I basically run about the same as SL time right now. So that's one of the ways that I get into these sooner, but usually the lag is still a bitch, as you've been able to see in a couple of my other videos. Whereas if you wait about a week, you know, it's a lot better, and then it's like every week that you wait after that, it gets a lot better, and you're able to just move around a lot more. So that's kind of what I would cover. I was wishing a lot more would resin, so that I could at least just look around and go like, oh yeah, hey, there's all this stuff and that stuff, and I am liking this, however. Oh, it's truth. I'm liking both of those. Those are looking like other hairs I have. Yes, I'm liking Blueberry and Truth and a lot of the main ones that are in this. And Adams is cool. And they're offering a tiara as well, which is exactly what Blueberry's offering. Okay, so that's how to go over there. There will be all kinds of things. Okay, a lot more is resin in now. Okay, so this one's offering jewelry.
Oh my damn.
I don't actually plan to buy anything on video this time. I've been feeling a little bit weird about that. I mean, I know sometimes it's like, oh, I got in, okay, I'm just going to do stuff while I'm here. I actually feel a little weird buying stuff while I'm recording. So I don't think I'll be doing that. Okay, bondage kitty stuff. Whatever you're into. Probably just going to try to look around this inner layer really quick, or at least about as quick as, oh, little bones in them. Okay, because that one was little bones. Okay, this is the one my friend Frissa told me about. This one I'm going to be hitting up because it's Harley Quinn, and I love that bitch. I'm going to hit this one up major. And right next to it, they are also offering Harley Quinn stuff. Oh, they're offering the outfits. Though I actually did buy a Harley Quinn thing from Love Cats a few days ago, and it's actually made really good. I was wearing that around technically yesterday, now that time's passed, and it was great. It was great. It didn't even have to be made out of mesh. Hers is actually pliers rather than mesh, unlike this one, and it fit great. And she even has a jacket with it that looks almost exactly like the one Harley's wearing in the trailers. So if you want to go check that one out, that one's in Love Cats. I'll probably give her link in the description junk, because it's just freaking awesome. Let me see. This one, shoes. Okay. Yeah. If you're watching, you're probably like, okay, why can't she see that ahead of time? Because I know sometimes I watch back and I'm like, wow, that looks like I'm a total idiot. But it's because sometimes, to me, it's like that thing of you see it and then you have to recognize what it is you are seeing. So it makes me look like a dumbass. But I swear I'm not. Okay. So I'm going to end this one here. I don't know how much mobility I'll actually have around here. It seems like the longer I sit here, the more things are actually rezzing in. And I'll probably just render some more crap so I can, see. Because the more of this stuff I de-render, the more it allows me to have room for the other textures that I actually want, which is, the actual stuff there. So, there's probably a quicker way to do this, and I just don't know yet. But like I said, I'm going to end this here. So, when you come here, there's an inner layer and an outer layer. And I would, honestly, don't worry about getting in here right away, because even if you do get in and get stuff, one, it's going to be hard. I mean, you're going to get demos, and then you have to go back and try them. And I don't recommend trying them out in here. Then anything you do get at the gotchas, you have to go back to, a sandbox or your place, and then you have to decide what I want to keep and what I want to turn into points. So you're going to have to make more than one trip to here anyways. So honestly, I recommend waiting people out, waiting a few freaking days, because, this sim's liable to crash while I'm sitting here, the way this is going. But just go ahead and, take it easy on yourself and wait a few days. And then after you get your junk, and I call it junk even when I get it, go ahead and, just come back whenever. You can wait a week. This is going to be around a while. Don't worry about it. And then, go ahead and come back then. Because, like I said, you have to make more than one trip. You have to make a trip to get the stuff, and then you have to make a trip to decide what it is you want. And, turn things in, and then you have to come back in order to be able to actually redeem the points by getting an actual item. So, don't worry about it. It's going to take you a while. Okay, so I'm going to end it here, like I said. Bye, people!